Clint, welcome. How are you today, pal?
Christopher Mad Dog Russo, what's up, buddy?
I'm all right, Clint. Yourself, what's on your mind now? Let me hear.
Hey, listen, let me tell you, I want to say something, and then I want you to give me your opinion on it, okay? Can we agree on that?
Yes, we can. Let me hear.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I'm on the same page with you about Cleveland has no choice but to take Saquon-Barkley, number one, and you live and die with whoever you get with the quarterbacks. Out of the four quarterbacks that are remaining, that people deem the top four in the draft, 50% of them at best are going to beat something. You don't know. I've never been impressed with Sam Darnold anyway. He was mediocre at best in college. But you cannot pass up on Saquon-Barkley. And I'm so sick of all these sports shows talking about they blew all their quarterback picks in the past and how they got to go for their franchise quarterback. I love what you say. Get Saquon, then get what you can get with as far as the quarterback goes. And I love your show.
All right, well, Clint, listen, I think they should get Barkley. That's what I would do. I think listen, I know he's a running back and these guys get hurt. Who knows what sort of level he'll play? 4 years of great football. That's what you'd expect. They need some offense. Maybe they sign McCarron. Now, I don't know why they'd sign McCarron and also draft a quarterback. McCarron's a young guy, and he's not that veteran who's just going to be a stopgap for a year. I mean, I don't know what sort of contract he could get. I don't know what they'd do there. McCarron's one of those guys we're not sure about. He played pretty well for the Bengals after Dalton got hurt a few years ago. But are you convinced that he's a great key? He wasn't great in college. Alabama does not produce great quarterbacks with Saban. So you'd have to wonder what, in fact, they want to do there with him. But I would take Barkley with that first pick. That's what I'd do. Frank in Hoboken, New Jersey. Frank, welcome. Your turn. How are you today?
Chrissy, how are you? Refugee.
Frank, refugee. Always a pleasure. Good to have you aboard. What's on your mind today?
Listen, two quick things. First off, the new show at your old home's a real dumpster fire. Can we by any chance get Mikey over here a couple of days a week, even on a part-time basis?
Mike and the Mad Dog rekindled? Is that your point there?
No, but one more thing. Don't hang up on me, Chris. Yeah, you guys are you don't need me to tell you this. Everybody knows this. You guys are magic together. We got to get Mikey over here a couple days a week.
Listen, I mean, I from what I read today, it sounds like that deal had been broached. Who knows? I can't ask Eddie Erickson. He's in charge. I don't know that. We are going to do a TV thing together on High Heat the day before the season. I believe that's March 28th. So you have that. Look forward to if you're into it. Here's Eric in Pittsburgh, and he's aboard. He's on Mad Dog Unleashed. Hello, Eric. Welcome. How are you today, pal? Okay?
Hey, doggy. How you doing, buddy?
Fine, Eric. Thank you. What's on your mind?
Listen, 3 things on Tiger. Let me get them all in for you because you'll love these. Listen, I tried to get into yesterday by Justin Thomas throwing the guy out. Today on number 8, you got to go back and watch this. In the sand, Tiger's in full backswing. Somebody yells really, really loud. Stopped the swing, composed himself, went to his caddy, went back, hit the shot to 5 feet. No one got kicked out, okay? Make sure you check that out.
I will. Well, what Thomas did is a disgrace. I didn't know about it last week. I wish I did, or this week. I didn't know about it last week away. I didn't know about it early part of this week. What Thomas did was an absolute disgrace. He only, as Steve said, he only apologized after he got grief for it. You don't throw. I don't like the fans saying it. But you don't throw anybody out. You don't throw anybody out when the ball. It didn't say it on his backswing. You do not throw the guy out of the stadium. That's ridiculous.
Wait till you see this one with Tiger today. It was totally in his backswing. It was terrible.
I'll take a look at that. Okay.
He definitely took care of it the right way. Now, I heard you saying on 17. I'm watching it now. You almost hold it. Go back to 16, doggy, if you can. He was 20 feet inside the woods. He had a tree behind him and a tree in front of him, and he wrapped his club around it when he hit the shot. It looked like the old Tiger, doggy. I swear to God, I haven't seen him hit a shot like that since 2003. Ended up getting up and down for par, and it was just unbelievable. He's in a groove right now, and I'm telling you, Him and Mickelson together are going to be fun to watch at Augusta. And my last point,
And he's on 18 right. He's on the 18th green right now, and after a very good shot from the rough on the 18th hole, he's going to probably finish at -1. So Tiger,
which is a great day,
which is a tough. I don't know that much about this course, but it's chilly there today, and everything else. He's played well.
He's outplayed Spieth and Stenson all day, totally.
And they're playing with him. Correct. Go ahead.
So let me fight off Johnny Miller here about him being involved on Sunday. Let's go back to the Honda Classic, Doggy. On 15, okay, going into 15, he's 3 under, okay? He puts the ball in the water because he was going at the pin. You know why? He knew he needed to get to -7. He needed to birdie out and get to -7. And think about it. Thomas won in a playoff at -8. They finished at -7. So you know what Tiger did?
You're talking about one shot then, is what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, yes, he was in contention, and they knew he was there at -3. So on 15, Tiger went for that pin to try to make birdie on 15, 16, 17, and 18.
Yeah,
and guess what, Doggy?
Right.
If he puts it on the green, that's a whole different mindset. It's a whole different tournament.
Good point. I didn't see that at the end, but that's a good thought. That's only one swing that you're referring to there, so that does make a little sense. Pat in Chicago, he's on Mad Dog Unleashed. Patrick, welcome. How are you today?
Hi, Chris. I'm doing good. Couple of things. I wanted to know if you were surprised to see that Tom Thibodeau signed Derrick Rose there.
No. How could you be? Thibodeau and Rose are they're bond at the hip. Minnesota's got a tough schedule right now. They haven't played that well. They have no Jimmy Butler. I know Butler and Rose don't like each other, but no, I am not surprised. Go ahead.
What I was going to say was I think one of the problems that people don't notice is that they always talk about how Thibodeau plays his guys too much and they get injured, but one of the issues is that Minnesota's got no wing. I mean, behind Butler and Wiggins, they have no wing, and I mean that causes some of this problem. Because he plays the player so much, you don't have any development of your other wing. So I guess that's a problem that Thibodeau has had.
Well, he does. He treats every game like Raleigh treats it, like Game 7. So he goes all out to win most games. And Minnesota right now is in a big dogfight. That was a big injury to Butler, who might be back for the postseason. Now, the thing about the West right now is Oklahoma City. Now, I think they're going to make it anyway. Houston, New Orleans, San Antonio's 3, Portland 4, Golden State 5, Minnesota 6. Then it's Denver, Utah, Clippers, and Oklahoma City, 2 of the 4. I think they get in, but they're working awfully hard. Tell you, Steve Torrey is in Colorado eliminated. So
yeah,
we're done with them. So that's it. So Colorado gone and Indiana gone. So you have no team now in college basketball to latch on to for the weekend or on Sunday or next week.
I can't find somebody else to root for.
Well, I mean, something that's close to your heart. You can't. Yes, correct. You can find. You want to flip a coin up and say, I'm gonna, I'll be a Ohio State fan. I guess you could.
Okay.
But the point
wouldn't be them. That wouldn't be my choice.
But you get the idea.
Yeah.
You're done. You're like the rest of us. Do the brackets, hope you get lucky, and away you go.
Yeah, I guess you pretty much summed it up, didn't you?
Go to Vegas, bet the ranch, and see if you do well. That's important. And by the way, give Patrick Mawar credit. This spring training trip, this tour of his, I mean, it's almost as successful as Elvis back in the early 60s. I mean, he has been.
That's accurate.
He is flying.
By the way, did you see that they sent some audio over of Bud Black talking about you?
We did hear it, yeah. I wish they would go here and not worry about Chris Russo, but I did hear about that. All right, you got a sports bite. Ready?
You're Chris Russo. I mean, you're the talk of the town.
I shouldn't be. You have a sports bite, Mr. Torrey, here on Mad Dog.